waiting for Erin to finish her breakfast, I figured I'd go over a few of our tips so far that we have found as far as cruising. You know, we're not avid cruisers by any means. I mean, there's some amazing t-shirts here people have made up, you know, cruising, ship this, ship that. Kind of jealous, wish I had one. But anyway, a few things with Carnival. The alcohol packages are astronomical, and I don't drink very much or very often, and Aaron, he's a lightweight pretty much as well. So I did a little bit of research and found that each person can bring on one bottle of wine as long as it's 750 milliliters. And so that works out well for us. So what we did was we both bought a bottle of wine, corkscrew, because if you don't bring a corkscrew, they're going to charge you $15 for each bottle to uncork them. You can bring in cans of soda in 12-pack, but they still have to be in the container and unopened, of course. No bottles, though. It has to be cans. So we brought in, I brought in some Diet Lemonade, and Aaron brought in Diet Coke, because I don't drink soda. So the soda package didn't work for me either. And then from there, you want to bring a container, whether it's like a refillable water container or juice container, Yeti. That's what we bring. We bring both of our things here. So Aaron has his filled with iced coffee right now, and I just have some unsweet tea in mine. And that's the other thing. So if you don't drink soda or alcohol, they offer complimentary juices, water, and unsweet tea. So, I mean, that's perfect for me because, you know, predominantly I drink water and tea, unsweet tea. All right, so here is another tip around the ship for you. Because it is so windy, make sure to have towel clips for your chairs. Not only do they keep them in place from blowing away when you're not sitting on them, but it helps you identify where your chair is. It's really windy. Check out this pool. Woo! It's not supposed to be doing that. Surf's up. Oh, so the lanyard. So you're going to get a key for your room, which is, you know, basically your pass into everything. You know, you don't pay in cash anywhere, credit cards anywhere. Everything goes to your room and with your credit card that you have on file. But you want to bring a lanyard because, you know, we bought lanyards because we didn't have them. But honestly, I mean, there's $2 for $15.
2 for 12.
2 for 12.
For like a standard one, and then 2 for 20 for a more
blinged out one.
Yeah, bling.
Which, you know, we're not going to use them again unless we go on another cruise. So yeah, I mean, pick up one at Walmart or wherever and just, you know, have a cheap one. At least then you don't have the expense of it. That's smart. She took her tennis shoes and attached them to her backpack sides so she could wear her flip-flops. Another ship tip. While we're waiting on our next shore excursion to begin, I figured I would give you 2 more of our ship tips. 1, bring a large Ziploc bag for your cameras and things that aren't waterproof for your excursions, just in case it's raining. I packed an umbrella, a little small umbrella, which was great yesterday, but I didn't pack anything for my camera, which is a big no-no. So that is going to have to go in my camera bag when I get back, so I have one at all times. The second thing that we found out yesterday is the walls in all of the cabins are metal. So you can put magnets and things like that on there. So if you have anything as far as like magnetic hangers or you know, hooks, anything like that that's magnetic, bring them because you can utilize them in your cabin. So those are just 2 more ship tips. Alright, so we paid for our trip through Expedia. As you guys know, I'm always looking for the ways to do it on a budget. And so I booked our cruise back in November, and we're now in February. But I booked it in November, and they give you a certain amount of time to pay by, which is great. So I put down a deposit, and then I just made weekly payments on it until it was paid off. They give you a deadline of when it needs to be paid off, but I mean, it really allows you to budget it in and pay it off. But with that, we also went ahead and paid for all of our excursions online that we wanted to do. We only did 2 this time. We did scuba diving in St. Thomas, which we're excited about. And then we are going to go snorkeling with the stingrays. I'm really, really excited about that. And I'm sure you guys are going to see lots of video and footage on that. So we paid for the excursions online, and then also instead of doing a drink package, since Aaron might want a few drinks here and there if we don't have the wine, you can do like $50 increments of cash, which goes towards your alcohol. So we did $50 worth of cash, which was great, because I thought that was plenty for him. But what we didn't know, so last night my bag still hadn't come. It was like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and it still hadn't come. So we got a little concerned that I was going to be wearing the same thing every day. But I had a bathing suit, so that's okay. That's all I need. And so we went to the help desk and found my bag. So that was great. Had something to change into. But we found out that since I booked through Expedia and I did it at a certain time, I also was given
$50 ship credit.
Right, $50 ship credit. So now we have $100 ship credit that we can use towards alcohol if he gets to that point, which he won't. But if not, the other $50 can be used for any purchases on board.
Any of the shops?
Yeah, so that's nice. So we've got $100 cash total for drinks, but if we only do $50 worth of drinks, then we can go use it at the candy shop, or for him to get his cologne that he keeps eyeing that he loves. Our next ship tip has to do with keeping the germs away when you are on a cruise ship. The housekeepers, they do a great job of coming in cleaning things, but I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. So make sure to bring some Clorox wipes, just a little travel pack. Wipe down the knobs on the dresser drawers. The remote control is a big one. In the bathroom, just the things that the housekeepers aren't necessarily going to wipe down. The phone receiver, that's a big one, which I'm sure most of you that travel hotels, things like that, quite often probably already do it, but I figured it's a good tip. They do a really good job here as far as in the restrooms. They have a little paper towel dispenser placed right next to the door so that you can pull it out, open the door, and then throw away in a trash can that's right outside of the door. So that's really nice. And the only other thing that I noticed that's a little different from the Carnival cruise versus the Royal Caribbean trip that we went on, that's what it was, right? Oh, yeah, Royal Caribbean, was that when you go into the dining areas at Royal Caribbean, they literally have sanitizers lined up before you can enter, and people, some of the crew members outside making sure that everybody uses sanitizer. I know it's a little bit kind of overboard, but hey, it made me feel better because you're eating buffet style, things like that, touching handles, and come on, let's face it, a lot of people, they don't wash their hands, and that's how you hear about all on the news when people get back into port and these cruise ships of all these people that get sick and things like that because of the germs. And the only other thing I do have is I pack these little handy dandy wipes, and I take them not only with me in the cruise in my little beach bag, but on our excursions, just so that you have something to wipe your hands off, and because you never know. So anyway, that is this tip. But there's an app that you download, and it tells you everything on board, which is great. Because the last cruise we went on, they didn't have that. It wasn't the same line. But yeah, there's an app, and it tells you what degrees it is, what's going on all through the day. What else does it say?
kind of gives you a good, you get to kind of pick and choose which kind of events you want to attend, and it saves everything,
Yeah.
gives you a nice little itinerary,
Yeah,
so
it
you can
has
kind of
a-
keep you on track.